Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, Juliana? What's up, Sam? How are you guys? Okay. I'll give it a minute here. Go over announcements. Keep in mind, we're still doing signups for our outdoor practices. This Friday's practice is already full, but we are doing signups for future practices. We're going to get those scheduled. Most likely it'll be Wednesday and Friday next week, but we're still trying to figure that out. It will also depend on the weather. If we get rained out this Friday, then some of those practices will have to be pushed back. So just wait for our email confirming which practice you're getting into, and we're going to go from there. So that's the outdoor practice stuff. And then the MMA care will start June 1st, Monday. If you'd like to sign up for that, let us know. You can sign up on a per day basis at the moment. If you need multiple days, also let us know. We'll get you guys going there. Good morning, Ben. Good morning, Steve. How are you guys? And then on this Friday's live stream, we're going to be doing some sword training. At the end of our video tomorrow, I'll give you what you need to make your own sword. And I'll give you a couple different options. So if you don't want to get too complicated, you can just cut a pool noodle. There are some other options as well. We'll go over those at the end of the video, the 11 o'clock class tomorrow. And then we will start Friday's video probably about 15 minutes early, probably about 10:45 instead of 11, so we can give you guys enough time to make your swords or whatever it is you're going to use. And then we'll get into some sword training on Friday, as long as we keep working hard today and tomorrow. What else? I think that's it for now. Yesterday for our Taekwondo practice, we were working on our stances and turns. We are going to continue that today. We got from Hanmu 1, Taegut 1, and Taegut 2. Today we're going to start with Taegut 3 and work our way up just to go over those forms. Now, if you are not at the Taegut 3 level or above, does not mean you can't do this practice. Just means that you're going to be doing some things that are a little above your level. It's never that big of a deal to try a couple of things that are going to push us a little bit and challenge us a little bit. So just try your best. If you're struggling, remember, it's not something you're going to be tested on right now. So it's just something that's going to help you get better. So just try your best. We're going to start with our stretching, and then we'll get right into those stances and turns. So hands on your waist. Neck rotations. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side stretch. Up and over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arm across. Give it a pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arm up and behind. Give it a pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arm rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Bear hugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Reach down, touch our toes for 3, and then we're going to lean back for 3. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and back. Last time. 1, 2, 3. All right, very good. Now let's get into our straddle stretch, legs out side to side as wide as you can go. And stretch down to the middle. And hold that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Come on up. Shake everything out. Okay, now that we're limbered up a little bit, we're going to start breaking down those turns and stances. Let me adjust the camera angle there. All right, so just to review what we did yesterday. Front stance, front leg full turn, okay? So if we're starting facing this direction, it's a front leg turn, so I know I gotta use the foot that's in front, and it's a full turn. So I'm picking it up and spinning all the way around. So I'm facing the opposite direction, okay? That's our full turn. If it's in a walking stance, same deal, front leg, full turn. I spin all the way around. So anytime it's a front leg full turn, you spin using that front foot and you go always towards that same side when you turn. If I switched my feet, I would still spin to that side. Okay, so whatever foot's in front, just follow it all the way around for a full turn. For a half turn, okay, if I'm in a front stance or walking stance, it's still the same. A front leg half turn, I pick it up and I move it halfway instead of all the way over. So it's a 90-degree turn, not a 180-degree turn. Okay, just one more time. Halfway, back. Okay? And same deal if I had the opposite foot. Okay, I turn halfway. And then the last one for the beginner level was the back leg half turn. Okay, the back leg half turn is my back foot moves 90 degrees that way, and then I just untwist my body, I should say, and I finish facing this side. Okay? So if I'm here again, I take my back foot, I'm going to move it behind me over to this side. Here. Now my body's all twisted up, so I'm just going to let my body untwist, and I end up facing this direction. Okay? Same deal if I'm with this leg in front. My back foot moves behind me over here, and then I just untwist my body and face that way. So for my white belts, you're going to do those 3 turns all in your form times 1. For my yellow belts, you'll also be doing most of those turns, and then you have the back leg open side half turn. So this one is our closed side or our back side half turn. And if we're going to go to our open side, our chest side, we just bring that foot up and we turn over instead of behind us. Okay? So let's do that one a couple times. Back leg comes up and then we turn over. And the foot that was in back is now in front of it. Okay, one more time. We're here. Bring it up and over. Now, if I was in a walking stance here, it's the same thing. Okay, I bring it up and over. Okay, so that's our back leg open side half. Okay. If you're getting confused, it's okay. I just want to use this terminology because when we come back, I'm going to identify these terms a little bit more in detail for you guys so that way they'll stick into your memory a little bit. So I'm trying to give everything a good solid label. Okay, and then the last thing from take 1 would be our front leg half turn to the open side. So if I did a front leg half turn, normally I would just follow that shoulder bang there. If I switch, that's it. I'm just turning like the hands of a clock. Okay? But if I'm moving to my open side, that's my chest side, I take my front foot and go halfway this way. Okay? A regular half turn goes always towards my back. An open side half turn goes towards my chest. Okay? My switch towards my chest. Okay? If I'm in a front stance, towards my chest. Or walking stance to a front stance, towards my chest. The turn is the same. The stance is what changes. Okay? So, I believe, oh, and we have one more from Take 2, Take E job, which is orange belt form, which is our back leg full turn. So if I'm facing this way, okay, I move my back foot straight across behind me here, and then that forces my body to be in this twisted position. So I just turn everything so it faces the opposite direction. So I've turned all the way around to the other side. Okay? One more time, my back foot moves straight across this way. Then I twist or untwist my body, and now I've turned all the way around. Okay? And one more time, step over, turn. Okay? So that's Take 2. That's all we covered yesterday as far as the turn. Moving on. Take 3, Take Samja. Our green belt. Okay? You have to do most of those turns we just went over in the form, as well as this. It's not really a turn, it's more of a change in stance. So we're going to start in a back stance. Okay? So back stance, you make an L with your feet, you take one step away, and you bend both knees. So this is our back stance here. Now we have to go from a back stance to a front stance, but we're not going to step into a front stance. What we're going to do is move our front foot out, so it's going to go forward and then over. So I'm going to do this for you so you guys can see. So I'm in my back stance here. I'm going to go forward and over. I take my back foot and turn it so it points forward. And I bend my front knee. Now I'm in a front stance. Okay? So we're in our back stance here. Take our front foot, go forward and out. Turn that back foot, square up the shoulders. All right, let's try it again. We're here. Back stance. Now step out, square up those shoulders. Good. And back. One more time. We're in our back stance. Step out, square up those shoulders. Now, switch. Let's try the other foot, because you do have to do it on both sides in your form. So we're in our back stance here. Take our front foot, step out, square those shoulders up. Do you see? My back foot starts here, but when I finish, my toes point the same direction. Okay, that's important, especially at tournaments. Okay, so we're here, front foot steps out, bang. Right. One more time. Front foot steps out, bang. Very good. Okay. Next up in this form is a back stance. Oh no, that's the next one. That's pretty much it. That's the only new term for that level. So we're going to move on. Blue belt form, which is Take 4, Take Saja. Okay. In this form, we're going to do a pivot motion. Okay. So at the top of the form, you're in a back stance like this, and all you do is turn around in that back stance. Okay. But what we want to do is pick up this back foot, because we're in a reversing cycle. So when we go to this side, we're going to pick up that foot and kind of step to get to that new stance instead of just doing this. Okay, so we're here. We're going to pick up this back foot and then get to our new stance. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay? Pick up this back foot and get to that new stance. Now, when I pick it up, this other foot, I'm going to pick this one up, this other foot turns sideways. So right now, it's pointing forward. When I go to the other side, I pick this one up, and my toes here point the opposite, 90 degrees, bang, forward. So we're here, pick it up, okay? We're here, pick it up, okay? And you're just going back and forth. Okay? Make sure both knees are bent in your back stance. Okay? So that's our major turn in kick 4. And we have one more in that one that I want to make a note of. It's not as new, but a lot of people mistake this one. Okay, so we're in our front stance towards the latter half of the form, and we come up and we do an inside block and a reverse punch, then another one here. Okay, so that sequence of motions confuses a lot of students. Okay, so for some context, you do a JV boom on the way back, kick, front stance backwards. Now from here, we do that back leg open side half turn. Okay, we've already practiced that. Bang, bang, and then we do that back leg full turn. Bang, bang. Okay, it confuses a lot of students. So don't try to rush through that sequence. Go very slow when you're practicing. So you start with the front stance, simple back leg, half turn on the open side. We did that. Inside block, reverse punch. Then we do the back leg full turn. Inside block, reverse punch. Okay. I don't want you guys to overthink these things. That's why I'm trying to break it down into individual steps, so that way it's a little easier for you guys to learn, follow along. These forms can be complicated if you overthink them. So try to break everything down as small and as little steps as you can. Okay. All right. Now take 5. Take all jab. Okay. Purple and high purple butt form. All right. So first, we have a comeback motion. Okay. So we're in a front stance on this side. We do a down blow in the form. We do a down blow, and then we come back to Jumbi style stance. The Jumbi stance is simple. We're at attention. We take one step. Both feet point the same direction. That's where we're in Jumbi. When we step for the first motion, we go out to a front stance here, and then we come right back to that stance as we do our hammer block. It's very important that you come back to this stance here. Okay? So we're here. We step out. We come back to that Jumbi, and then we do the same thing on the opposite side. Down block, and then we come back to that same stance. It has to be the same both times. Okay? So down, come back, down, come back. Okay? So that's our comeback motion there. After that, most of the motions are stuff we've already gone over. So pretty much all of them are stuff we've already gone over. Except for the last motion in the form. This isn't really a turn, but it's a motion that a lot of students struggle with, so I want to touch on this. It is an X stance, okay? So an X stance, one foot points forward, and the other foot, you're up off your heel, so you're on your tiptoes, and it goes right next to your front foot. A lot of students put it in front like that, but that's no good. We want to be right next to it. So this knee, when I bend it, should point at my target, okay? And this heel should point to my backside, wherever that may be. So if I switch my leg, it would be the other, okay? And then you're just going to bend those knees and hold this position with your chest upright. If I was on the opposite side, okay, Same deal. My front foot points forward. My back foot will come up behind it like this, and then I'll just rest and lower that knee. Okay? So the X stance, one foot forward, other foot next to it to help you keep your balance, and then you just sit down on those knees and keep your chest high. So keep that in mind when you're practicing your Technique 5. All right. Technique 6, Technique Yuja. This is where the forms start to get quite a bit more complicated. So the big motions here are, there are 2 roundhouse kicks in this form, and after each roundhouse kick, there's a unique turn for each one. So we're going to go over both. So the first roundhouse kick we're going to throw, let's see, down, kick back, down, kick back. Here. So for you guys, it would be this way. Okay, so we're in our front stance. We're going to throw a roundhouse kick. I'm doing it in reverse so you guys can get a better understanding. Okay, so we throw a roundhouse kick here, then we put it down and we step with the opposite foot out to the side. Okay, so one more time. We come up, we throw the roundhouse kick, we put it down, then we step out to the side. Okay, so again, throw the roundhouse kick, step out to the side. So the leg that kicks, after you kick, put it down, then the opposite foot moves to the side. Okay. The next one is going to be with the, yes, this one. So from this side, you're going to throw a roundhouse kick. Here, put it down, and then instead of stepping toward your chest, you're going to step behind you and spin to the other side. Okay? Let's try that. We're here. Throw a roundhouse kick. Bang. Put it down. Take the foot that did not kick. Step behind you. Spin into a front stance. Try that again. Throw a roundhouse kick. Put it down. Step behind you. Spin. Facing this side. One more time. Throw a roundhouse kick. Put it down. Step behind you. Spin. Facing this side. Okay? So those 2 motions are the ones that students mess up the most. So if you're a red belt, practice those all. Okay? Now on to brown belt form. We should be able to get through this. Okay? A lot of the motions are the same. Okay? With the addition of cat stance in this form, which can make people maybe a little overwhelmed. Okay? So cat stance, we've gone over before, but it's very similar to back stance. Okay? But we're going to cut that back stance in half and then pick our front heel off the ground. So our foot is barely touching the floor. Okay? You're like curled up like a cat when they're scared. You know how they hunch their back. Okay? You're mimicking that motion, so you can use your front foot to keep the opponent at bay. Okay? So in this form, we have that back leg open side half turn. Okay? But you finish in a cat stance instead of one of the other stances. So it can confuse a lot of people, but it's pretty simple. You just bring that back leg up, and now you turn halfway. Okay? Then we have a pivot motion, pretty self-explanatory. You just turn to the other side. That's all you do. And that's pretty much it for that form. Just want to make sure the cat stance is correct. Make sure both knees are bent, front heel off the floor. Okay? But the turns, by this point, if you're a brown belt, you should have already been practicing those other turns, which are used in this form enough that I can just tell you where to go and you go. Okay? all those forms, all those turns, you've been doing them over and over and over again at this point. The turn should be pretty self-explanatory. And same thing for Taekwondo Palchan, which is recommended black belts form. Okay, so all the turns you will have learned. The only other stuff that is unique is going to be when we get to black belt forms. Black belt forms have a lot of very specialized motions, and they change based on what form you're performing and what style of Taekwondo it is. Because we have two major organizations that have forms. There's the ITF and WT. ITF, International Taekwondo Federation, and WT, World Taekwondo. They both have their own sets of forms and we do a little bit of both of those. So depending on which style of form it is, it'll have unique motions. So once you get to black belt, there's a lot more specialized movement, but it's pretty standard in the Taegu forms. So that's why I like them. And that's why we do them at our school, is because it's a very standard, good way to learn movement and build some leg strength while you're doing it at the same time. So that will conclude all of our stance and turn practice. So I want you guys to reference these two videos, yesterday and today. If you're rewatching these later, it's May 19th and May 20th. Our Taekwondo classes is the focus. So keep that in mind. And if you practice these turns enough, you're going to see a big difference in your forms. So try it as much as you can. If you have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to end this stream so Coach Dustin can start his at 11:30. Also, don't forget, the outdoor classes start this Friday, May 22nd, as long as weather permits. If you'd like to start signing up for those, please email us, and we'll get you on the list. There's already, it looks like, about 3 full groups. So we're looking to start our 4th full group now. So if you're interested in having an email, just let us know. And the MMA care stuff is also, sign up is available for the week of June 1st. Doesn't look like anybody has questions, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I'll see you guys at 12:15 for our exercise stream. See ya.